to the Super Review Show where we make things great again. This is Kyle, the forehead cushion.
That's right. We're making the Super Review Show great again.
Yes, we will. Today is our Rock Talk episode. 1 of 3 being uploaded today, actually. Or 3. Our one and only album we're going to talk about today is Aerosmith's Toys in the Attic. This album came out in 1975, and it was Aerosmith's third album, and it was a big breakthrough for them with, in my opinion, two of the best songs ever crafted by any artist. Mm-hmm. And which ones are those?
Sweet Emotion and Walk This Way.
Walk This Way!
That's a good song.
It's awesome. So, and as you can see on the back cover here, there's all of Aerosmith, Joe Perry and Steven Tyler and the whole gang are there. And one of the things, we were just listening to this album before we started this video. And one of the things we picked up immediately was, Aerosmith was coming off of, I believe it was Get Your Wings in 1974. I don't know that Aerosmith is kind of like my weakest knowledge, so forgive me. And I don't know about you, but like I'm
big into Walk This Way and Sweet Emotion.
Yeah, and that's up this album right here. And a lot of their stuff in the 80s was great too, like Living on the Edge, Love in an Elevator, Going Down, Love in an Elevator, and Ragdoll, and Dude Looks Like a Lady, all that, and then ultimately leading to their only number one, which was I Don't Want to Miss a Thing. But this was their biggest...
And big 10-inch.
Yes, we'll get to that in a second. We'll get to that in 1 second. But let's run through the tracks on this album right here. The album opens up when you put it on back in the day when you had vinyl like this. You had the moment the needle starts rolling and he goes and then shh, and then you hear toys in the attic, toys, toys. I honestly that might be my favorite Aerosmith song because I don't know why. Not to be like like some people might say, why is that your favorite one? Yeah. Like, I know yours. It's Sweet Emotion.
Yeah, of course.
Because
actually, it's close. Walk This Way and Sweet Emotion are pretty close.
Yeah,
both of them.
And it's funny the way that this is, the way the order of this track listing is on here. It opens up with Toys in the Attic, Uncle Salty, which we'll get to in a sec. Adam's Apple, which we'll get to. Walk This Way was listed as the 4th song on the record.
Yeah.
It was not listed as like the opening track or the opening of the second side or whatever. And Big 10-inch Record is the last song.
Sorry,
we'll explain why in 1 second.
My immaturity.
The Big 10-inch Record is the last song on side 1. Side 2, you flip it over, and then the iconic bass opening of Sweet Emotion?
Yes.
That's the opening of side 2. No More, Round and Round, and You See Me Crying. Now, for a lot of people who were born in, let's say, 65 or 66, and who went to high school in the 70s, this was their Back in Black. This was their god, okay? Mm-hmm. Like, my mom, she loves Aerosmith because of this album. I asked her once, I said, Mom, talk to me. Aerosmith, what do you know? She said, what? There's only 4 words to describe Aerosmith. Toys in the Attic. Mm-hmm. And this is the album that, defined a lot of people, because the Dream On was not a huge success at the time in 1970. Fact Checker 3?
I think so, yeah.
Right? And it's overplayed dramatically nowadays, but that's my opinion. Yeah.
No, that's not my opinion.
Fight me, I dare you. No. But, we actually had to familiarize ourselves with a lot of these tracks. Like I said, I don't know a lot about Aerosmith. You know a little,
maybe a little more, but not as much as like the history like you do. But the songs I've listened to a lot more.
Yeah, like I know, like in the early '80s, they were kind of done. Like, oh, we don't know what to do. And then Run DMC came around and they made Walk This Way a cover, and they were there with them, and then that brought them back. That's how they kind of cemented themselves in the '90s, especially. Oh my God, but man, I'm just looking at this and Toys in the Attic, great song. Walk This Way, great song. Sweet Emotion, great song. We just went through the whole album on YouTube. By the way, the link for the whole album is in the description of this video, so you guys can check it out on your own and have your own interpretations as well. But Uncle Salty, we went through each track. So what do you think about let's go through the first 3 and the 3 you don't know on the first side. So Uncle Salty, Adam's Apple, and Big 10-inch Record. What was your starting with Uncle Salty? What do you think
Uncle Salty is probably the weak. In my opinion, is the weakest of the album.
Really?
But I liked Adam's Apple.
Yeah.
And of course that one.
Of course, Walk This Way.
Yeah.
Walk This Way.
And then of course, the Big 10-inch Record had a very 50s feel. It was very lighthearted and stuff like that. I like that, but
yeah, you definitely felt the vibe of
Sorry.
You can explain why in 1 second. Damn it. one of the best things about one of the things I immediately picked up about was Big 10-inch record in particular was the 50s rock blues vibe. And for 1975, you gotta remember, who was like, Queen was coming onto the scene.
Yeah.
Bruce Springsteen, David Bowie, all these guys are just starting to form a Heart, Fleetwood Mac, they're starting to pick up on the scene, and they're really starting to pick up. Aerosmith was jumping into that corner too. Paul McCartney was already a solo artist. John Lennon was Imagine and all of the hippie, peace out kind of movement, give peace a chance. Aerosmith comes onto the scene with this album, and then boom, sales go crazy.
Yeah.
But Big 10's record, when I was first exposure to it just now, was like, damn, that is really like a 50s vibe. And actually, it says here, it's not even written by them, because on the back of each record back in the day, you would see how it says like Toys in the Attic, Steven Tyler, Joe Perry. Steven Tyler, Joe Perry. For a Big 10-inch record, it doesn't even say Steven Tyler, Joe Perry. It says F. Wisemantle. And like I said, we're not the biggest. Yeah, we just don't know. But why don't you explain why you love Big 10-inch records so much?
Well, it's because it's very inappropriate,
yes.
And the song is,
We did some research on it before we started recording this video, and we found out that a Big 10-inch record really means. Yeah, you laugh away, man.
I'm immature. I'm sorry.
Keep it professional, damn it. Make the Super Review Show great again.
That's right.
Seriously, though.
Professional. Professional face.
Wipe that smile off. No.
That's right.
Okay, it's okay. You know that. But Big 10-inch record, that's on you. You interpret it as you will. It's a song about you know what, and we're not going to get into it because we're trying to be kid-friendly here.
That's right.
Or even adult-friendly or grandma and grandpa-friendly. Okay? Relax. It's okay. Chillax. Point is, side one, Dan, Toys in the Attic, Uncle Salty, Adam's Apple. Adam's Apple was a very, Aerosmith is like, when I did my own research on them a while back, they were very hard rock blues. And some of the tracks in here have a lot of harmonica.
But it seems like they can have variety too. Especially that 50s song, you know what I'm talking about. It's very it's very different from sometimes what I hear.
Yeah. Obviously we know Toys in the Attic, Walk This Way, Sweet Emotion because they're always on the radio and they're always playing that. But the deeper cuts, truthfully, the last three on side two. You open up with Sweet Emotion, no explanation there. One of the best, hands down, guitar riffs by Joe Perry ever.
Yeah.
I love it. I was just listening to it before I even started this video on my own. I love Sweet Emotion. No More, very, how would you describe No More? Is it, did it feel more bluesy, more rock, more set?
More rock, I'd say.
But definitely blues was in there, and
I liked Round and Round. That was the sound. The Round and Round was very good.
Yeah, and the last song on the album, You See Me Crying, was again, like I said, I've never.
It was slow. It was like It
opened with a piano and everything. Yeah, I had never heard it before, honestly. Up until this morning when I said, "Hey, let's do." We had this plan for today, and we just decided. I never heard You See Me Crying or Round and Round until now. A lot of the Aerosmith fans are going to kill me for that. Hey, it's okay. But I know. This is... I know the album now, and I know more about it. And this... When I think of Aerosmith, in general, I think of the hits. Yeah. A lot of the hits. When most people think of Aerosmith, they think of I Don't Want to Miss a Thing, because it was the only number one.
And also, that's the I Don't Want to Miss a Thing is very how they can have variety sometimes. You know what I mean?
They can string go from, section and
Back in the Saddle.
Back in the
Saddle. They can go from that to that, and it's it's very interesting.
It's one of the most beautiful things about any rock or any music in general is that you can take it and explore it. In my opinion, the best group that ever did that was the Beatles. In my opinion, think about 1964 to 1970. They were around for 7 years.
Yeah, they do very heavy guitar songs like
Helter Skelter, Revolution.
Yeah, and they did My Guitar Gently Weeps, stuff like that, and then they would go to
Here Comes the Sun.
Yeah,
or Day in the Life at Strings.
Yeah.
But we're not talking about the Beatles. We're talking about
Aerosmith.
Aerosmith. And by the way, quick joke for all y'all. What do you get when you cross Will Smith and a plane?
I don't even.
Aerosmith.
Oh, wow.
All right. Really bad jokes for you guys. It's super funny.
You're going to get like 5 dislikes.
5 automatic dislike for this video. Screw you, everyone. Aerosmith, Will Smith. Screw you. Anyways, we're getting off topic. But this album, it's 75. You know, the Vietnam War's over. Steven Tyler's pumping it, and they're working on hard stuff. They're working stuff out, and they come up with this. And to me, this is their best album.
Yeah,
it's because not because it's the only album that I know, and then I got into, and then I found out, oh, there's Pump in like 1993. There's no, Pump is not in 1999. Oh my God, Pump. Get a Grip is in 1993. Pump is in 1989. That's it. That's the only other albums I know by Aerosmith, except for this one. This is the only one I truly know offhand. And can I say, what a great cover! Look at that. Look at that cover. One sec, right?
It's nice.
It's beautiful.
It's toys in the attic.
Yeah, and I like.
And even the back. Look at the show on the back.
The back photo too is fantastic. Steve, look,
mind you, playing with toys
in the attic.
In the attic.
Duh. Mind you, I'm going to tell you a really quick story. At the time, before when Dream On came out and they made it big, with one hit already, but they were on so much. True story. You can look it up. They all lived in one house and they all did heroin. I don't know if you ever knew that.
I didn't know.
Honest, true story. And then they all got sober together.
That's cool.
Which was, I thought that, hey, this shows Steven Tyler, hey, I might be rich, I might, get laid because I wrote Dream On, but hey, I'm going to get sober.
Yeah.
And he did. And
that's cool that they did it together.
Yeah, as a whole band they did it. And I thought that was one of the best things about Aerosmith. The one thing that appealed to me was the bad boys from Boston.
Yeah.
Was they all, and that's a big thing too. I'm not going to go into that, but that's a whole thing like with kids today or people today. They do drugs and then they're hooked. But these guys are proof that it can really be okay in the end. So
yeah. And
right now they're selling out stadiums all over the world.
Mm-hmm.
So can't beat that, right?
Yeah.
So overall, I got a question for you. What would you rate this album? One being, it's so bad, it deserves to be rotted in hell. It sucks beyond belief. Like it's like modern day mainstream pop. No offense to that, but like, where would you rank it? Like 1 being god awful, 10 being Sgt. Pepper or Hot Rocks.
How about you do it first?
You want me to go first? Or
switch it up a little bit. Switch it up. I usually go first.
Okay.
Switch it up a little bit.
Make the Super Review Show great again.
I actually do know more rating already. I'm just curious about what you think it is. Because, you have, your mom loves it and stuff like that.
My mom does. A lot of people.
And I'm interested in other Aerosmith albums a lot. Yeah. Like, I like this, but I'm interested in other Aerosmith albums.
Like Pump and stuff.
Yeah.
And Get a Grip. Yeah, that's the late 90s. Oh, my God. I'm not gonna go 10 because like I said, Aerosmith is not my bread and butter. It's not what feeds me and makes me happy. But I will say Aerosmith does. I admire their work. I love Joe Perry as a guitarist. I love Steven Tyler as a vocalist. But I'm gonna say an 8 out of 10. Honestly, 8 out of 10 for me personally for this album. Not as the band or any other albums, but just 8 out of 10 for Toys in the Attic. Strictly because it's the one that Dream On got them like a name. This one put them on the map.
Yeah.
In movie terminology, Conan the Barbarian put Arnold Schwarzenegger on the map. Terminator cemented him in Hollywood. In movie terms. But this was their breakthrough album, and I love it near and dear to my heart. So yes,
I would say
give me your number.
I'm gonna give it a little higher.
Okay.
I'm gonna give it about an 8.7.
8.7 out of 10. Okay. And I definitely see why. I respect that.
My dad's a big Aerosmith fan. I've listened to Aerosmith a while, and the Sweet Emotion and Walk This Way I've listened to a lot.
Like that riff is so good.
Yeah, so I have a lot of respect for this album, and I have a lot of respect for those songs. Especially, I like the other songs, but I like those songs so much that it kind of like brings it up, and that's just me.
Yeah, especially a big 10-inch record,
Yeah,
you'll understand why when you look it up. But seriously though, this is Rolling Stone magazine ranked this as in the 200s of their top 500 albums of all time. Did you know that?
No, I did not know that.
This is in their top 200s of 500 the greatest albums of all time. So, good choice thing that they're also in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. You know, see their stuff and all around great album. But the question is, what do you guys think? If you're a giant Aerosmith fan, jump in the comment section below. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Sound off. What's your favorite? Do you like Pump more? Do you like Get a Grip? What's your favorite Aerosmith song? Do you like I Don't Want to Miss a Thing? Let us know. Comment below. Do what you got to do. And by the way, the whole album, like I said before, is in the description video, so you guys can listen to Toys in the Attic all by yourself when you're all alone in the dark.
Okay.
Little creepy. We're going to make the Super Review Show great again, okay?
That's right.
No worries. Awesome. So thank you so much to The Forehead. Where can we find you online?
On YouTube. I have a YouTube video up right now, but the Forehead, you can find me on Instagram.
At
Kyle
The Forehead,
Cushing.
The Forehead.
No, the Kyle Cushing 16 would be my Instagram. I don't have a Twitter, though, so.
It's all right. And you can simply follow us simply at The Super Review Show on Facebook and Twitter, as well as subscribe to this YouTube channel. We love what we do here. Look for more rock talk coming up later on today and down the line as well. Thank you very much for watching this video. So for The Super Review Show, J-Man, and the Kushmaster, off to work. Right. We'll see you guys later.